Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. If you're watching this in the future, sorry about that, man. Thank you for watching my videos. Right, man, it's incredible time, and I can't believe we're here. We're actually here in where we're seeing Bitcoin and Ethereum, and soon all the alts start to pump like crazy, because this is a better system, way better system than what we've got for money right now, and that's the reason why all of these things are happening right now. People are starting to finally realize, or they've caught it slowly, but now it's now all at once. The price goes higher, brings in new buyers. They don't know what they're buying. They only see the price going up, so they buy it anyways, and then they go investigate what the heck they bought. And so, yeah, so a lot of them are not going to stick around, and some of them are going to like sell, and some of them are going to learn about what the technology is, and then have they're going to do their own YouTube shows or go on and try to convince other people, hey, what is this thing? And it is Bitcoin is a new technology, and you know what, I seriously got to fix that. Alrighty, so yeah, man, thank you guys for all coming and participating in today's show. It's going to be a great show. We're going to be watching, because it's 10 minutes to when the new day comes, right? And generally, whenever there's a new day coming, there's some volatility in the new hour when we go to a new candlestick on the daily. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at that volatility and decide what we can see in the charts. Maybe even do a small trade on the 5 minute time frame, or lower. We're gonna go crazy. All right, so yeah, if you like that, you're interested, and you wanted to see more, hit the like, right? Hit the subscribe, right? And the bell button, and the all. Yeah, because you want to get all the information that I have to provide, right? Because there's a lot more than just the videos, right? When you hit the all, you get a lot more. And let me show you, right? We get here. Let me just head over to my channel, and I can show you exactly what you get when you hit the all. So if we go over to my channel, right? I go over to communities, right? There's like sort of like a page where I have little comments, right? And you can see a lot of people are getting these comments and liking them, right? Not a lot of hate, right? That's always good. Lots of comments and stuff forth. So yeah, please make sure that you get you hit the all button so that you can get all these cool comments and everything that I'm doing, right? So yeah, it's awesome. Wow, look at that. This one we got 900 likes. That's pretty good. Yeah, this was this is an old joke, right? You know that, but people liked it. Alrighty, so yeah, thank you guys for coming. Let's jump right into the charts, because I know that's what you really came for. What's going on? What's going on with Bitcoin? Well, we're back over $40,000, right? And it's like, oof. When you think about $40,000, you're like, can't believe this. It's over 40,000. It's unbelievable. But keep in mind, I was here back in the day, and living through 2012, right? And it was like, yeah, $10, $12, $13. Oh my God, look at that! It pumped a little bit to $13. Oh Jesus, man! Oh my goodness! Wow, this is incredible. Can't believe it. Right? So these were the days back here. This is the days that I was living through, right? And I was like, okay, wow, great, yeah, pumped it to $12, and then it just went sideways for a while, and slowly as 2013 came around, oops, what's that? Look at that! Oh, a little bit of a pump. That's great. A little bit more of a pump. Oh, look at that! Oh my goodness, we're at $20. Wow, man, rich. I can't believe it. I'm rich. And then and then it pumped to to $30, and then everybody was calling me and saying, "Hey man, you know those Bitcoins you got me to buy, right? You know you were holding for me. Can you sell them right now?" Right? I'm like, dude, man, it's going a lot higher. It's going a lot higher. You should probably hang on to them. No, man, nah. This is just straight crazy, man, crazy. And so, yeah, then it continued to pump, right? And yeah, people started going. More people calling me saying, "Dude, man, can you give me those Bitcoin? Can you give me those Bitcoins to like sell? Right? I want to sell them." Right? And I'm like, dude, it's going a lot higher, man. It's going to like millions of dollars, man. You gotta hold on for the future, not right now. It's not going to millions of dollars right now, but it's going to millions of dollars in the future. And they were like, nah, man. Nah, I can't see that happening, man. That's just ludicrous. And yeah, so and it kept on pumping, and it kept on pumping. And yeah, there were some dumps here. You can see some crazy dumps, but look where the dumps were to the blue line, which is the 21 EMA on the daily. So a lot of us are speculating that this time around we are acting exactly like 2013, and then we got this massive blow off top. This was because it was like very difficult to make an order here on MTGOX, so that's why it ended up like this. So just keep that in mind as part of the reason why at the end it was very difficult to place a buy order or a sell order at the very end. And I remember that, and I remember doing a show, and I wish I had that show because I was doing a show when this candle, right, was occurring. And I was like, we were at 266, and I'm like, man, dude, I think it's time for us to sell because this is ridiculous. Right? This is now ridiculous. And so I remember getting off the show and just going straight to my computer and selling, all right, and trying to sell. And then because there was no way that the order could go through, I ended up actually having my order finally went through. I sold everything. And my order finally went through at $200. Then I watched it dump, and I was like, okay, I'm going to put it at, I put it actually at $50. I have somewhere the snapshot. I put it at $57 and 40-something cents. And I got the exact fill, and I felt like I was like the trader of the decade. And even though I didn't know how to trade, I just put that number out of my butt, and I got the last fill order on that. It was just an epic thing, and I couldn't believe it. I didn't get everything filled, but I did get most of my order filled, and so I was I knew I was the last person to get filled at the very bottom at $50 and something cents. And this is Bitstamp, so this does not show the how low it was. Of course, Bitstamp did something different than MTGOX. I got that. It bounced right back up, and I immediately sold again at 150. Right? Crazy. It was crazy. It was a crazy time back then. All right. So, anyways, let's go back forward in time and to the future. So, what do you think, guys? I put the 13 EMA. I mean, not the 13 EMA, the 21 EMA. And you can see that maybe this time we're just brushing up on the 13. This is on the 4 hour. Let's go to the daily. Maybe the 21 EMA is the only thing we're going to come back to, right, on the daily. Right? Maybe, just maybe, because you can see we brushed up against it, and we really don't actually let the price actually go too far below it before we bounce off it since the start of this bull run, which occurred way back at the turn of $10,000, right here. At that turn, right, that was the beginning of the bull run that we are currently in, and we just never looked back. Now, with that said, I've got a little bit of concern here, right? We are so far away from that 21 EMA that it's starting to get concerning. Doesn't mean that we can't pump higher, because look at all the volume, right? Anytime somebody tries to throw a bunch of Bitcoin at this, and try to push the price down, right? Because that's what exactly when you take a look at the 4-hour, that's exactly what happened. I mean, if you go down to the this candle here, if you go down to the 5-minute, you can see that somebody went and go, okay, I'm no more up, and sold a whole bunch of onto the market, and yeah, he got his butt handed to him, right? He probably FOMO bought back in, right? Thinking that because he tried. I bet you he tried again at this level, this candle here, and then he got his butt handed to him, and then he probably FOMO'd into this candle right here on this 4-hour to get all his Bitcoin back. So yeah, we seem to be continuing to go higher until enough sellers come into the market all at once to push this market down, and the people who buying, the buyers, right? They're not willing to. They're willing to go. Oh, you got more Bitcoin to sell? Okay, I got lots of cash. I'll just buy it lower. Right? So yeah, if they back off, right, that's it, right? We will see lower prices really fast, right? As it will be a cascading effect, especially since you got the retail people like, oh my goodness, selling. Oh my God, I don't know what this is. It's going down. Sell. That could happen, but I think that's got to happen. Honestly, that's got to happen with. Let's go back to the history. That's got to happen when we're outside the daily Bollinger Band for a little while. So we come in and then boom, right? We got to see some sort of big blow-off peak before we see that beginning dump. Right here, a little blow-off peak. Well, this one didn't go outside the band, but dumped anyways, all the way to the 21 EMA. So, are we gonna do something like that shortly? It seems like it. But we have to wait and see, because these candlesticks here, this indicates that somebody's willing. Oh, you want to sell me at $36,000? I got you. Right? This point is a very strong buying point. So yeah, I think maybe we have to go a little bit more higher in order to suck in more retail before we actually go for a dump. And there's no guarantee of that, right? We just have to wait and see. And right, again, trend's your friend. Of course, this trade did not go very well this morning that I did. We got like, what's it called? Scam wicked out. Down, and out we go. Well, I guess I should have went to the 61.8, but you know what? I was thinking this was a continuation trade, assuming that this was a W here, right? Probably should have went with this one, actually, now that I think about it. Right, and then yeah, was that the 61.8 in there? No, but the 38.2 did not get what's it called, stopped out. So yeah, that would have been probably the right trade right there. So far. So yeah, I made the mistake that when you're doing a continuation trade, you continue from the 38.2, you continue from the last solid W, and maybe this was not a good one. This was the right one right here, because you can see we went above, this was below, this was a little bit below the this breakout level. So, and then this one right here, this, like, if you like this height, this side of the W was lower than this height here. So yeah, that's not good. So that's probably where I messed up. Okay. Right. And when you mess up, right, in trading, a lot of people make the mistake of that one, they have to get their money back, I have to get the money back. I have to get that money back. Gotta get my money back. That is a killer. That will destroy your portfolio every single time. So be careful of that. Don't be that kind of person that tries to get their money back after a bad trade. No, you let it go. You look for the next trade. You know what? Because when do you think the market's going to close forever and never come back, right? And so that you won't be able to trade anymore. When is that, please? Can you let me know? Oh, that's right. It does not. So you'll have to be dead before it actually before you can see the market close, right? Because then once you're dead, you won't be able to trade. so yeah, don't worry about it. The market's always here. Next bus in 10 minutes, right? You just let that trade go, move on. You figure out what you did wrong, if you did anything wrong, and then you learn from it and you make sure you don't do it again. And that's it. Just let it go, right? Alrighty. So let's just see how many people are in the chat group. I want to do a public service announcement. Okay. Wow. Incredible, right? 1,765. Thank you, guys. Please hit the like, right? Because you want to get more people involved here. You want to get them, hyped up about Bitcoin, about cryptocurrencies, right? You want to see more different. You want to see me talk about different alts. Then you got to hit the like. There's got to be a lot more likes than that, man. I want to see a lot more likes than that. If you want me to do TA on your XRP, your ADA, your different tokens that you want me to do on, because I know you guys want to do it. I know you guys want that. I know you do. So we got to hit that like and get that like all the way pumped, man. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So yeah, Bitcoin. I mean, there's if you ever wondered why this is happening, why we're here, right? I mean, how many people? I would like to know, right? I'm gonna have to go through all the comments because a lot of you guys are writing. They're writing so fast. You're writing all the different. Where is Inti? He is home, right? Actually, I'm by myself in the house. Actually, my house is now empty, an empty nest. Inti and my daughter have moved out. Yeah, so it's just me right now in this house. So, yeah, that's why he's not here. Alrighty, I guess I could call him, right, and he can join in the chat, but that's all right. He can handle it. All right. What other messages you guys got for me? Okay. Have you heard about the Oilers 1000X? What Oilers? Really? No, I never heard about the Oilers. Right. Let's see here, dude. I think something's happening with Ethereum right now. Let's look. All right. Let's take a look at Ethereum before we continue our discussion. I think because the time is, yeah, that's right. We passed the time for the new day. Let's go down to a shorter time frame. Yeah, so actually, wait a second. Ethereum created what's called a spinning top. Right? It dumped down, and it was almost a doji, but it was not quite a doji. And this looks like a doji too. These are both spinning tops because of the size of the candle bodies. They're considered spinning tops, but you know whether you call them a doji or a spinning top, they mean the same thing. Indecision. Yeah, that's what they are, and you have to. So giving them a different name just because, one's thicker and one's thinner, right? I think that's just silly. When they mean pretty much the same thing. So we've got a doji and a new day, and it's pumping hard. It's Ethereum, but not that hard. I mean, closed negative, and then yeah, it's up a few dollars, and it could easily just dump back down again, right? We were far away from the moving averages, right? And it wants to get to the $1,400 mark, but it's the buyer, the sellers are giving us a hard time. Basically, the buyers want to get there, but the sellers are are coming out in droves and trying to push this thing down, see if they can pick some up on the cheap. All right, let's head back to Bitcoin and take a look at its daily candle. Yeah, there it is. That's the daily candle. The new candle's right here. And it just got a little bit of a pump, right? Let's see if we can make an all-time high, new all-time high on the show. Oh, man, let's see. Let's go down to the shorter time frames. I think it is ready to do that. I think it was Ethereum looked like it was ready to do something interesting. Yeah, there's no real W here, right? It's just a trend line, right? We're bouncing off of a trend channel here. We have to stay inside this channel and break out of it. We break out of it, and yeah, we're gonna head up to the 60. Well, I mean, yeah, the 60 at this point in time, the 60, the 43,000 mark is inside the trend channel. But the scary thing is, either we break down or break up. If we break up, right, this trend channel could mean that we're actually going to do something absolutely insane, right, to close this thing off. And what do I mean by absolutely insane? Well, let me show you. Oh, come on. Right, so that's the entry of the trend channel, and let's just assume this is the exit right here. And then if we exit out of this trend channel, we could like end up pumping all the way up to something nasty, something unprecedented, like $56,000. I kind of don't like that, but that's one way to look at it, right? Let's see, what else can we do? We can also try to do an AB equals CD, but there is no real reason to other than this one right here, and I think we've already done that. This is an AB equals CD right here. Yeah, it's not going to make us give us any kind of indication of where we're going. What about no, there is no way we can draw an AB equals CD cleanly to give us a direction, at least not at this level here. No, I don't see anything. Well, I guess we could take it to this point right here. Take this W right here, right, to this point up here, which is the reversal, right, and then take it to that. But again, it's not the greatest. I find it difficult. I would find it difficult to count it as a trade, only because here's why. Do we go back to 38.2 on this trade? No, we didn't. No, we didn't. So I can't count this as a clean 30 AB equals CD. We need to at least hit the 38.2 to like count that. So I'm not going to. So I'm not even gonna bother. All right. Next. Yeah, I think the only thing we can do right now is go down to lower time frames and just work on what's it called, shorter scalps, right? Scalps are, and then with scalps, right, you could just hang on to them and see if the market takes you up there, right? You don't have to worry about like a specific level, right? You could always scalp this thing, and so we've already missed some of the boat on the scalps here. This one you probably would have stopped out on a break even, or at least got paid. Same with that one, but this was a better one on the 5 minute. Wow, that looks familiar. Wow, this looks familiar, right? Do you see the fractal here? Okay, right here, up, down, up, right, and then look at this. This looks like the W here, but no. This is the W. This is the legit W. Do you remember us talking about that just a little while ago? If you don't, here, let me just bring that up again for you. Okay, where was it? Was it right here? Well, now I can't remember now. Oh well, you know what? We did talk. I'm just gonna go forward. I can't remember where it is, but it seemed like we're looking at a fractal there. Anyways, or maybe we're looking at the same trade, because it's just too similar. Okay. So anyways, where's the this is a W right here. You could have like maybe pulled off. It's like, oh my God, this W looks horrible. So you're like, no, I don't think so. Or maybe you could have taken that one, and then you could ride it up, but it's not that great. And remember, these W's don't always work, right? Look at that. This was a breakout, W, breakout, and fizzle. You got stopped here. Yeah, so just keep that in mind, right? Again, we're still looking for any kind of W here, any kind of pattern. We can call this, this looks like a broken, what's it called? Rising wedge, right? Pattern, which we've broken, but again, this is a 5 minute, so, they can really play with you. So we've broken it to the downside, basically. So what you'd have to do is trade this with look with M's, basically. So what you do is go with an M, go with a short pattern on this thing, because we've broken it to the downside, and you'd have to look for an M pattern to help you break out. It was a breakout trade. So effectively, you would short. Now keep in mind, this short is probably going to be very short. This short, because it's like not a very big M here, right? You can see the M is like very, very tiny, and of course this is where you would open up the trade, assuming that it comes down, and if it doesn't, it breaks higher, then it's invalid, right? So yeah, this is where I would look at okay, well, I guess if this thing breaks, right? If that breaks, that's where I'd take take the stop loss up here. Maybe you do it a little bit less, and then it's only 1-to-1, right? If you're going to take the stop loss way up here, then if you get to 1-to-1, you take the stop to break even. You see if it gives you anything else, but it doesn't look like it's gonna actually draw out that pattern. It might just break higher, right? Because this is what Bitcoin's been doing, right? Draws bearish patterns and does the opposite, right? Because the trend's your friend till the end, right? And clearly, right, the trend is all the way up. I'm all the way up. All right, so I wanted to talk more about why we're seeing this, right? And I mean, if you don't know why, right, you need to where have you been, right? You need to be watching the news, man, because this is the reason why. And I'm going to I forgot to turn on my headphones here, and I'm gonna turn them on, right, so that I can hear what he's saying at the same time. Hang on a second. My headphones sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. So the stress on the banking system, right, was caused by the banking system because when you create debt, right, for money out of debt, right, and you don't clear the system, meaning allow debts to be liquidated, what happens is you just build up more and more debt. because the Federal Reserve System can allow you to say, okay, well, I don't want that to happen. I don't want people. I don't want my billionaire friend to go broke. I don't want him to put like he won't be able to buy gas for his jet. So as long as that's possible, well, I need to help him out. I could print this. I could print this money, and I'll help him out. As long as that's possible, people are going to do it. Right? Simple as that. Right? And so that's why we're here. Right? The banking system created it so that the pyramid themselves together, so that in such a way so that they couldn't just let well, you know what, I'm just going to let this billionaire over there fail and all the system will be fine. No. What happened was all the billionaires got together and they made it like, oh, if you let me fail, we all fail. So that's why they have to inject liquidity, right, to every single bank, right, because it's designed to do that. The whole system is designed to do that. Well, okay, will you check the hourly chart on ETH one day? All right, fine. I'll check the hourly chart on ETH. All right. Let's head over to Ethereum. Right? The hourly chart looks like it's about to W out. Yes. That's I know. I was going to get to it. But we had somebody who wanted Darius wanted to see it right now. All right. So yes, we have a clear, an absolute W here, and what we see is if we break here, right, that's where we're going up. All right, we're going up, and let's take a look at where we're going. Right, a clear break. Means we're going higher, and we're probably not going to get to the $1,400. I don't think. Let's just take a look. Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! That's boom, boom. Yeah. So we're probably heading in that direction once we break. Now there's no absolutes on that, right? Remember where your stop loss effectively has to be and to actually trade this good and proper, but you don't have to do that. You could always be ghetto, right? Do what a knob stop right. This is another stop right there. You can stop it off right there, or you get even ghetto, and then on the breakout you only sacrifice 2% of your money. All right, you know what? What's 2% of that? It's like it's like there's 2%, and then you take it all the way up. But you remember, this is Ethereum. You don't think it's gonna come back and smack you in the head and go, what do you think you're doing? Right? I highly doubt that. Highly doubt that. Right? So keep that in mind. Right? It would be nice if once it pops, it just keeps going, but that generally does not happen. This is why I don't like breakout trades, because it's like you can't do, I mean, except for right now in Bitcoin, for some reason, you can do it. And I find it very odd that you could actually run breakout trades and it doesn't come back and smack you in the face, right? It's pretty crazy how a lot more often than not the Bitcoin price, breakout price, just continues going. So is this thing going to continue going? Well, you have to take the trade and you have to live with the results, right? That's it. And see what happens, right? Because anything can happen, right? This thing could work out, or it could work out, and it could work out, but only if you took the stop loss down here. You just don't know for sure. This is the safest stop loss right down here. You make your choice, and you live with it. You don't blame anybody else. You just make a choice and you go with it. All right, so wow. Now a lot of people dropped off. 300 people dropped off the stream. That's sad. like it when everybody's dropping off. But yeah, there's a wow. The chat room. I have a chat room here, and it's going a lot faster here than the one over here. That's kind of weird. That is weird. Okay, so maybe I should slow it down, right? Because you guys are going a million miles per minute, and I can't seem to figure out what you guys want me to do next. All right, so, oops, wrong thing. Live chat, we're gonna go enable slow-mo, 30 seconds. Save. There we go. Somebody says, what's the coin? What coin is the most likely to going to 1,000x US dollars? Well, I think I already mentioned one that I believe that will do that 1,000x in US dollars. And here, let me just bring it back up again. Can you guess what it is? Since, you know, I'm sure you guys were here when I talked about it, right? And that guy was not. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss that next time. And that was Link. I would believe Link in USD. Where's the USD? Right? From top to bottom. From top to bottom, though. Keep that in mind. Not from here. Let's see here. Well, there's a lot of pairs. USDT. Okay. From top to bottom, we'll do 1,000x in the end of this run. From down here, right? From down at 20 cents, right? 1,000x. That's an easy one, right? You're like, that's easy. It's $266, man. Yeah. Well, that's what it's doing, right? It's heading in that direction, and yeah, we're gonna see that in the next year, right? You asked for 1,000xer, I got you one. Another one I think is gonna be 1,000xer from top to bottom, which is like a much harder call, right? In US dollars. Uni. Now, think about that. 1,000x means a $1,700 uni. That's a multi-trillion-dollar network. I think people will accidentally mistaken this as something that they can that supports trade, because when the government decided to allow stablecoins to continue, Uniswap just got a bid, basically, right? When people are getting abused by their banking system, oh, you're going to have to wait a few days for that to happen. You're going to have to wait a few days, right? And then Uniswap is like, beep. Guess who wins? And people are going to equate that quick beep to, oh, yeah, this thing's got huge value, man. I got to get me a piece of this Uniswap. That's just makes sense. And so, yeah, I think this thing will go ballistic. Absolutely ballistic. And yeah, let's see if I'm right about that. It'd be crazy, no doubt about it. But you know, there's a lot of the world is awash with cash. And the cash is just they keep printing it. Alrighty. Let's see here. Did I want to talk about anything else? We already did the Neil cash carry because he's asked you to cash and carry. Right, talked about that. Yeah. All right. So I want to do a public service announcement. Just, hey guys, you know what? If anybody who's a diehard, if you want to like help me prevent people from losing money, please point out the scammers. Right. Maybe even put this link of the video if you can. And then I'll promote. I've already promoted quite a few people to moderators, and if you are promoted to moderator, check that out. You'll be able to delete scammer comments, right? Which are so many, right? So if we just go, I bet you, if we go to my channel and then click on my primary video, where is it? Oh man, I guess it's because I'm doing a live stream. It used to be right here, my main video. All right, so I'll just go and find it. Date. That was a Bitcoin up date by $1. There we go. So if we just go to this video, right? And then scroll down, right? You'll see scammer comments right away. Let's see here if we see any, because they're starting to go after my old videos, right? Okay, well maybe not today. Yeah, okay. So no scammer comments, but I could have swore we would see some. But I guess they're taking a break. Yeah, they've taken a break, so maybe they've walked away from my channel. Hopefully they have, because man, it's just you don't want your fellow man to lose out on this big ride up, right? You don't want that, right? It's so sad, right? When somebody loses their whole life savings to a scammer. Yeah, it's silly for you to like, oh, somebody sent me a message on somebody's YouTube channel to invest, but it's like it looks like it was Da Vinci, and he told me to go over here. And the number that he gave me is kind of strange, right? It's with a bunch of dashes and stuff like that. Dude, man, I could write a phone number. I own the page, right? So I can write a phone number correctly. Right here, let me just show you how that's done, right? 1 dash 555 dash 2. Obviously, it's not a real phone number, but right. And I'm gonna put the comment, and you can see the comment will be there, right? Because it is my channel. so I'm not gonna put a bunch of spaces and dots and all that kind of stuff if I was gonna give you a phone number, and I'm not going to do that. So yeah. That's that, right? So I just don't understand how people are not seeing that. But yeah, it's just greed at this point. Alrighty, enough of that. Let's also mention, right? Oh man, my Uniswap token, right, taking a beating a little bit. A lot of people are bleeding. It was being bled out a little bit, but that's okay. It will rise again once people see how well I'm doing on the YouTube channels and stuff like that. It's going to rise heavily, so I'm looking forward to that, especially in the latter part of this what's it called, bull run. Man, oh man, you're getting a discount, man. Discount. Alrighty, and let's head back to Bitcoin, and ooh, look at that. Will you look at that? It's turning around. It's turning down. It's downturning. It's a downturn, man. Yeah, and so I like to generally, when I do trade the 5-minute time frame, what I generally like to do is like, okay, anticipate what the market's going to do. And you know what? This is where 100x leverage comes in, like majorly, right? So imagine if you were, okay, you know what? This is looking like an M, right? But this is why sometimes 100x doesn't work, because you would take a 100x closer to this top of the wicks, right, and take the stop loss there. So you take it, and then oh darn, so this thing stopped you out. You let it go because the amount of you would lose is nothing, is minuscule. So let's just say you started right at the body of this wick, right, and you want to like, okay man, yeah, I'm gonna do 100x, so short, right? This is how I'd pull it off, right? And so you'd have this minuscule 0.013 or something stupid, right? Hang on. Look at this. A minuscule 0.08 risk, right? 0.08% risk. That's where 100x comes into to play, right? Of course, this one got stopped out because you see that they were not letting you have that, right? You risked it there. You could have just went, okay, you know what? I'm going to risk a little bit more than 0.08 and move this up a little bit to like I don't know, point 2, 0.15, right? And then there you go. You would have it would have been like a minuscule amount of money, right? Of loss of money to take that short, but it was just you just have to accept the loss, right? If it turned against you. And then look at the risk to reward ratio. So if you took it all the way down to its apex, to the point where it's going to actually stop at, right? If it M's out, right? You would have. Let's see here. Let me just make sure where that is. That would have been a payday. Oops, of epic proportion. Hang on. I just lost your chat there. Okay, so payday. Let's see here. Let me just get the magnet off. Right, you take it all the way to there. Yep, right there, approximately, and that's a 10 to 1 on 100x. Right, beautiful trade. Right, beautiful. And that's how you use 100x leverage, was when your risk is so minuscule that you can go with a higher leverage, and just make sure that leverage, when you do get stopped out, that you only lose 5% of your total portfolio at the most, probably even less. All right, so let's go on to Ethereum before we go on to some altcoins and doing some of your favorite alts, right? I know that doesn't look so good. And yeah, so right now we have not decided on the hourly, not to do anything here. You could always come down to the 5-minute. Yeah, your scalps are all gone. You got nothing. This is already completed. You can see this has already completed up here, right? I could just eyeball it and you can tell that this W has been completed. Okay, maybe not. So it's got a little bit more to go, but it's not the greatest of W's, right? It's okay, but it works, and so yeah. So it's got a little bit more to go, right? Before it goes. So who knows? Maybe this is gonna turn around before it actually. Maybe it's probably gonna check this area here, because it didn't check it already. So it might just check, so giving you a chance to get in. So maybe you should, maybe you should just, set up, what's it called? A trade here with small percentage loss, right? See if it takes you there, right? See if it comes down to check you. Check the bottom here. Take a 2% haircut. Maybe 2%. There we go. And then take it up to here, which gives you a risk to reward ratio of 2.37, which is decent, right? Not bad, right? Not bad for a day's work, if it does work out, right? And there you have it, right? Alrighty, so now notice I'm just doing. I haven't brought up the other analytical tools and stuff like that. I could bring them up, and you can see that this is overextended. This 5 minutes, so I would say that this rollover is most likely. most likely, right? And because of this, is this what's it called? It's called the divergence is now what's it called? Complete, and it's actually confirmed. So maybe we pump a little bit and then dump, and that looks like the possibility that we're gonna see. Okay, alrighty, let's do a couple of alts. What do you guys got for me an alt in the alt season, as an altcoin? Um, oh, we dropped off a lot. Dropped off a lot of players. A lot of players. Okay, let's do TA on Engine. There we go, Engine coin. Okay. And I'm gonna. It's getting hot in here, man, because I had to close the window. Again, I like my ETH. I got some of this, right? I like how it's turned the corner, right? I like that, right? Don't like how it just went straight up out of nowhere. But hey, you know what? Take it. It's a positive sign that hey, buyers are interested, and so yeah, we'll just wait for it to return back down to here. Right, you could wait for it to create a W. Right, it's going to take probably a few days to do that. Probably the by the end of this month, it will eventually, or sometime in February, it'll eventually do a W, and then it's off to the races, like nutsoid. This coin. So most likely that's what the case is, because hey, people are willing to buy at this level here. So it's probably ready to go in a very short time. So it's probably just going to take some time to give it a little time to accumulate, the buyers to accumulate at the lower prices, and then gone. I'd wait. You could either wait for the W, right, or I would wait for what's it called, a return to the 88.6 at least on this particular wick up. And there you go. It's right there, nice at the candle body there. So 88.6 picks them up, and away you go. Okay. Let's see what else you guys are talking about. No new record. That's all right. Nice little quiet room here. Okay, so there's data, there's power, there's BLZ. I don't know what that is. Let's take a look at that. See if I have that BLZ. BLZ. We're gonna do one more after this, and then we're gonna call it a day. BLZ. Why do I like Bitcoin? Why do I like, just a reminder, right? Because I know people are out there going, why don't you just show us in dollars, man? Do $10. Dude, do you want to sell this thing into an asset that's probably going to go into hyperinflation? No. You want to sell this thing into an asset that's going to go up, right? That's going to continue going up. So do so, right? And you want to have more Bitcoin, not less. And you want to put those Bitcoins and hodl those Bitcoins. When you earn that money through the trading here, right, you put it and hodl it away. Okay? Get her done. All right, so now this looks like I've got a couple doubles off of this. Came right back to where it started. This is where you would want to start buying, because the people did not exit this exit stage left on this coin. It's just the dollar value probably just stayed pretty much steady, right? Or is not or went down only a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, this went down a little bit, but then now it's going sideways. So this is the time to pick some up, right? Because it's gonna probably do another one of these things because it's probably not going anywhere. Because look, whilst it was at this price, it was like nobody wanted this, right? Then when it started to pump, everybody wanted it, and now nobody's selling it down here. So that means it's has some sort of like solid fundamentals, even though I don't know what they are. And of course, that those solid fundamentals can change. So if you buy this and you lose money, that's your problem. That's you made the mistake, not me. I'm just doing what I do, right? You should do what you do. And if that's not, if it's, hey, you know what? I don't buy this thing, then don't buy it, right? That's it, right? All right, next. Yeah, it's amazing, eh? I just put $4,000 on that. Oh man! Now that I just think about it, right? When you think about it, right? All right, so next coin. Ooh, look at that! Look at that! See, sweet. That was a sweet trade, right? Sweet trade. Finished. Right? There you go. It's like that. That's how you trade the lower time frames. And then you're done, right? You could either let it ride, which I would not suggest in this bull market, on a short. But you could either do that and, move your stop to either break even, right, or halfway through, right, and then see where it takes you. But I don't think that's going to be a good idea. You should just take profits on any kind of shorts at the target and done. Yeah, so let's take a look at what ETH is doing. Yeah, just like I thought. Ethereum, I thought it was going to just pump a little bit and then dump down. So Ethereum is giving you the entry by checking this move. So if it checks this move and then maybe it bounces and maybe it doesn't. You just don't know. You have to take the trade as it is, right? Accept the consequences and move on, right? And that's that. So you're in this trade, right? If this was a trade that I was making, I would be in this trade, and I'd just accept the consequences and done, right? Because it's a bull market, of course, I'd probably just move my stop to break even, at the top there, or let's see here, or at least I take 50% of this target, right? And see what happens. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a 5% total risk, 5% total bet, but only risking that 2% of that 5. Yeah, I guess I think it's I don't know. I think it's kind of worth it. Why? Because I bet you. Let's do the fibs here. No, I thought it was a 61.8. All right, let's just leave this one alone. I say let's leave this one alone because Bitcoin and Ethereum, they love the 61.8 and 78.6. So I'm gonna say if this thing, if it checked it and bounced it off right fast, would have been better. But since it's like I'm slowly creeping down, no, it's not good. It's not a good one. I have to say this is not a good one. Right? Yeah. Sorry about that. Hopefully, if you did take it, don't worry. It'll give you a chance to exit before it goes down. So that's that. You can clean it up. So right there, you can clean it up right now, and that's it. Yeah. Alrighty. So let's do one more. Altcoin. Dot. Circle, dot. Okay. Let's do dot, and then we'll call it a day because it is cooking in here. because I've closed the windows, and this room, with the supercomputer that I have, right, it it heats up fast. Oh, Doc, where you at, man? Well, and no, you did the V bottom. Markets don't like V bottoms. It likes to retest the V bottoms. So yeah, you have to accept that this is had to come back down. Right, and test the 88.6 before it really decides to go higher. Of course, wow. The pump came in with lots of volume, right? But now the people who pumped it up seems to like they're exiting. Just look at this thing. Look at this. They all came in. Yeah, hurrah! And the same amount of people are leaving, so that we're actually the volume is almost back to where it was when it was here, right? Or it is when it was at the same price. Yeah, it is right where it was at the same price, or almost. It's a little bit lower. So yeah, they abandoned it, which is weird. It's dot, man. Dot's supposed to be all good. Oh wow, these people, these traders are fickle, man. Well, at least they didn't abandon it. Oh, okay, so it's just abandoned on the U.S. dollar side. Interesting. I mean, on the Bitcoin side. Sorry. Interesting. But the USDT, yeah, these guys are they're all about it. So basically, you know what? Everybody's abandoning. What's it called? Their favorite assets to own Bitcoin, which is going to run on for quite some time until Bitcoin either dumps or goes sideways. Once it dumps or goes sideways, it's altcoins turn at bat, big time. Those people who dumped it for Bitcoin are gonna go rushing back in, and then they're gonna pump these things up. Looking forward to that. I'm sure you guys are as well. Thank you all for coming to today's live stream. Nothing really major exciting happening in the price action, but thank you all for coming. Thank you for participating. We had a peak of, let's see here, 1,500 people. That's greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting the like button. 1,000 likes. I really appreciate that. It's great of you guys for doing this. Great for looking out. I don't know what an Oiler is. It sounds like a football team, right? or a hockey team. Actually, yeah, the Edmonton Oilers, right? Um, Maybe I'll look into it later. If it helped, if you just wrote a little synapse on there, but I'm sure maybe you did, and I just didn't read it because there was just so many chats. But thank you guys for everything, and it's without you guys, this show would be nothing, and I really appreciate everybody's participation in the videos and the live stream. So thanks again. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be doing another show tomorrow. It's going to be an edited show, available for the Pandora's Wallet subscribers and the DJ15 subscribers, the live version. But the edited version will be out later on in the day once it's done. All right, thank you guys, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers. Can I get an encore? Do you want more?